and welcome back to my channel. So every day we always slaying, guys. We're always slaying up in this channel, but today, honey, today it's a different video. I'm like, you know what, I've been hesitating on doing this video, but today I was like, let me get all glammed up and just do this video, cause you know, so that you guys can get to know me better. So I'm gonna do a get to know me tag slash Zimbabwean tag, because I am from Zimbabwe, for those that don't know. Zimbabwe is in Africa, for those that don't know. I mean, if you can't already tell with the melanin and all, yes, it's in Africa. So I try to find some questions on YouTube so that I can answer those questions, and I did find a few. So I'm gonna answer those questions, and then I'm gonna talk just a little bit more as well. Yes, so enjoy. Oh my god, the first question: when was the last time you were in Zimbabwe? Okay, so let's start from saying I moved from Zimbabwe to Sweden when I was 12. That was in 2007, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that was in 2012, and I moved to Sweden, and oh my god, it was such a big difference. I mean, for those that know, Zimbabwe is like down here and Sweden is like all the way up there. So it was such a big difference. I mean, talking about the weather, Sweden is really cold. I mean, we only enjoy the sun 3 months of the year, and that's only if the sun actually decides to shine, because sometimes it just, you know, decides not to shine. So and Zimbabwe is hot. Zimbabwe is hot as fuck. I mean, it's really warm. So it was such a big difference. The last time okay, let's answer the question. The last time I was in Zimbabwe was 2014. I went for a wedding. My mother's sister was having a wedding, so I had to go turn up. You know how we do. You know how we do. You know how we do. My Zimbabweans out there, you know how we do when it comes to weddings. We'll be turning up like no other. Anyway, the next question: were you born in Zimbabwe, and what part of Zimbabwe are you from? So yes, I was born and raised in Zimbabwe. Like I said, I only moved to Sweden when I was 12. I come from Kadoma. Kadoma, that's where I come from. Not Harare, and even Harare, you know about Kadoma. Kadoma. You know what's funny? What's funny is the fact that I just think that everyone thinks that when a Zimbabwean moves from Zimbabwe to abroad, they're from Harare. They're always from Harare. Only people in Harare move to Europe. Only people from Harare move to the UK. Only people from Harare move to, you know, Europe or whatever. But no, there's some people from Kadoma. There are people from Kadoma as well that have moved abroad, guys. I am one of them. Okay? We just don't talk about it. We just don't talk about it. But we're there. We're there. And next question: do you speak your language? And I should say some words in my language. So yes, dinotawura shona. Dinotawura shona. You know, imagine dinotawura shona. Yeah, it deep. My shona is very deep. Like very deep. I'm not one of those people that have moved abroad and then they, you know, they pretend like they don't speak Shona. Like, I don't speak Shona. No, you need to know Taura. Do not Taura Shona chacha. Do not talk to kind of Shona foot. Kana stoda. Night. Yes, I will say some words in your language. I've already done that. For the people that come from Zimbabwe, you will understand what I was saying. I was just basically saying that I can speak Shona. My Shona is deep. Okay, I don't pretend like I don't speak Shona, because I do. And I'ma let you know that I do. So the next question is: do you like Zimbabwean food, and what is your favorite? Ooh! Okay, let's get into this food. Like sadza, obviously. What other food would I like? Huh? What other food would I like? Sadza. Obviously, I just choose sadza. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. And I like eating sadza with the murio. That's vegetables. Yes, I like eating sadza with vegetables, and with some chicken on the side, or some beef on the side, or whatever, or chicken or Oro ukuye boy ukuye kumusha I love me some salsa and some chicken, honey. Okay, give me some salsa and some chicken. I'll be good. I'll be good for a year. Okay, so yeah, that is my favorite. Stop myself. Okay, next question. What do you like the most about Zimbabwean culture? I like everything about Zimbabwean culture. What do I like about Zimbabwean culture? I love the weddings. I love the way people celebrate weddings. That's one. I have actually like a few things about Zimbabwean culture. I just love it. I just feel like they really go in. They really go in, and people have so much fun. It's like, it's really a day to remember. It's really a day that you can never forget. I mean, when you celebrate, I don't know how it is for the bride and the groom, but I know for the people invited to the wedding, I mean, they have a blast, honey. They have a blast. And also, I love church. Oh my god, you have no idea, guys, how much I miss church in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwean church is so good. You know, when you are back in Zimbabwe, because I remember when I was back in Zimbabwe, I did love church. I loved it, but you know, it would get a bit boring sometimes, and you know, you'd fall asleep in church and all that. But when I came here, because church here is not like in Zimbabwe, it's only an hour church, and you know, people don't dress up or anything. You just go there, and they also preach in Swedish, and you know, you don't have, you know, praise and worship. You don't have all of that. So just living here has just made me appreciate church in Zimbabwe so much. Next question, what's your Shona name? My Shona name is Tanyaradzwa. So my full name is Belinda Tanyaradzwa, hence the Tanya Bells. You get it? Yes, that's my name, Tanyaradzwa. Next question, what makes you different from other Zimbabweans? What makes me different from other Zimbabweans? I don't know, I'm just so happy. I'm a happy person. When I go back to Zimbabwe, I don't know, I'm just so open. I'm just so comfortable. I can be myself. I feel like I can be myself more when I'm in Zimbabwe than I'm in here. I guess it's because I can interact with more people when I'm back in Zimbabwe than when I'm here. But I can be myself. I'm so comfortable. I can just be who I am. I don't know if this is answering the question, but whatever. I was going to talk about crop tops, guys. Okay, do you remember, my fellow Zimbabweans? I remember when I was back in Zimbabwe, when I was young, very young, when I went to primary school, and they still had traditional dance, Chinyakare. That's the name in Zimbabwe. That's the Zimbabwean name, Chinyakare. When they still had Chinyakare, and I remember I used to go to Chinyakare and dance, and we would have competitions with other schools and compete against other schools, and they would give up prizes like money and everything, right? And I remember we used to wear these crop tops. I mean, at the time in Zimbabwe, I remember we'd call them groove out. We call them groove out. Oh my god. Okay, I don't know if you guys remember the people that remember, please comment down below, because I know that there are people out there that do remember. We called them groove out. Nowadays it's called crop top. Anyway, in Chinyakara we had those groove outs, and you know, we would wear those mini skirts or whatever, those traditional mini skirts, and that would be our outfit for dance when we perform, when we compete, when we have those competitions. And I was just thinking the other day that, oh my god, how funny is it? I mean, we already had crop tops ages ago, ages ago. But now when we look at them, we kind of forget. I had already forgotten that we had crop tops back in the day, but now it's just, the name has just changed. Now they're called crop tops. Before we would call them goof out. But I just thought it was really interesting, the fact that, you know, we had those ages ago, but now, you know, they've just been reinvented. When I think back in the day, I loved the fact that we had netball, we had chinyakare, that's traditional dance, we had choir, we had football for the guys, like netball for the girls, and we would compete against schools, and those competitions were the best. They were the best ever. Oh my god, I had the time of my life, guys. I really do miss Zimbabwe, and I really do miss Zimbabwe. You'd play netball and have dust all over your legs, from your toes to your thighs, honey, and wear those mini skirts. Oh oh god, and I remember those like when you, if you were competing against another school and the school was a bit far away, obviously you'd have to take a bus, and you would sing and the bus oh, what was the song? What was the song? Oh, I forgot the songs. But oh my god, I love Zimbabwean. I love Zimbabwe, guys. I love the Zimbabwean traditions. I love the Zimbabwean culture, and it's something that I will never ever forget. I look at Sweden. Excuse me. I look at Sweden, and it is one of the richest countries in the world. Okay. I don't know how rich, but I know that it is definitely one of the richest countries in the world. But people are not so very social here. People are not very smiley, happy, hi. They're not like that. But Zimbabwe is one of the poorest countries in the world, but it is. Everyone is very social. Everyone is so happy. Everyone is so welcoming. Everyone is so proud of being Zimbabwean. So I just, I don't know how, I don't know how things work. You would think that the richest country is the most comforting country, is the country where you would be the happiest. It's the country where you would be less stressed. But no, honey, no. At least for me, from my experience, from my family's experience, I was just thinking about it, and it just amazed me. It amazes me so much that the poorest is where you're the happiest, and the richest is where you're less happy. Okay. As you've seen in this video, from the beginning of the video and from the way I talk, I am in love with where I come from. I love where I come from, and I advise you to be proud of where you're from, to be proud of where you come from, because that's really who you are. I mean, yeah, that is who you are. Where you come from is who you are. At least that's what I believe in. Where I come from is who I am. I am Belinda. I come from Zimbabwe, and Zimbabwean is where I am. Everything else comes after. You know, my interests, my choice of words, my character, everything just comes afterwards. But I am Zimbabwean. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned something from it. And shout out to all my Zimbabwean friends, my Zimbabwean family. Shout out to you guys. Please don't forget to like, share this video, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.